Bum, bum, bum! Ruth Rambles! Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ruth Rambles, where I, Ruth, ramble about things that are currently just on my mind or just, I don't know, going around in the world or whatnot. And let me tell you, I may be donned in this very nice white button-up, but I'm not feeling very nice white button-up-y, cause gosh, I don't know. Okay, so I've gone through some big changes in my life. Look, I got a sweet new haircut. So that's cool. It's mid-October now, and midterm season has passed. Indigenous Peoples Day break is over, but yeah, I guess first of all, one thing that really was got to me was yesterday. I realized I completely missed an assignment, its due date. It was for my online food justice course class, and it was for a discussion post, and the initial discussion post was originally due on Saturday, and I only realized I didn't do it yesterday, which was Tuesday. And so obviously I I was going a bit crazy over there yesterday, because I was like, oh my goodness, because I've never done that before. I always have turned my assignments in on time, and this is my sophomore year, my first semester of my sophomore year of college, and so that's a lot of assignments. I've taken so far I have completed 12 classes, and I guess overall 18 classes overall, and finally missed one assignment. And I felt terrible about myself. In fact, I have been feeling quite terrible. And so I'm saying that out loud for all you guys to hear. But yeah, I've just been, also trying to work on myself. Got back into running a little bit, which was cool. Anyway, so yeah, I got that assignment. I was in despair, total despair. And I panic emailed the professor, which thankfully, bless her soul, because she was very nice about it. Though she did grade me a 0, but I think she's gonna go back and fix it, because she said that late assignments don't they get less than a 25% reduction on the overall initial grading. So I think I'll be good there, because I did reply back to her after that initial grading of the 0. So then she, hopefully fix it, because I need those A's in my classes. But even though C's get degrees, and I've just also have been questioning what's the point of all this? What's the point of going to college? What's the point of even doing all my assignments? If the majority of people doing the assignments use just ChatGPT and AI to do them, why am I taking the time to actually do them just for us to get the same grade, or even a higher grade? And so yeah, I've just been questioning a lot of things, and yeah, but I actually wore this nice little button up for another assignment for my food justice class. That was a lesson to me to not be so slacky, because the reason why I didn't end up doing it was because I thought the due date was this Saturday, not last Saturday, because last week I did no work, nada. I was just floating by in life, floating by in the week. I genuinely didn't do any work, which was crazy that I was able to just go through the week, but also it was a bit different this week, because there was like, I had like Monday and Tuesday off of classes too. So like there was kind of like, you know, that break like solidified in there. But I still should have been on top of my work because now I'm like crunching in assignments to get them done before the due date, which was like today, tomorrow, and then the 19th, which is Sunday. And so like I'm trying to like do all that stuff when I have the entirety of last week to do them. And so like, why do I even do that to myself? Why is procrastination even a thing? Why do I let that happen? And yeah, so that was something. But like, yeah, anyway, the reason why I'm wearing this was for my food justice class, because I was recording a little video, multimedia kind of piece for like an assignment, which we have to like craft this narrative of like, I don't know, it widening the perspective on like food justice and whatnot for people. There are like 3 options. The other 2 were, there was like a lot of writing that could go into them, like at least 600 words, and I didn't want to do all that, so I decided to go with the creative outlet. And also, I am a digital media production major, so yeah. And I wanted to get more use out of this camera because I realized like I have been using it, but I feel like I don't use it as nearly as much as I should, especially with how much it costs. But we'll see. And next semester there's like a photojournalism class being offered, and I low-key, high-key want to take that because it's my favorite professor doing it. And I actually switched my main advisors, and my main advisor is now my favorite professor. And so hopefully, yeah, I mainly switched because like I felt like their background aligned more with what I wanted to do than my previous advisor. I love my previous advisor though. So yeah, that's chill. It's like, also one thing about doing work is just like, I know I have work, and like when I sit down and do it, it's just such a drag to do. And like, I always go through these bouts in my life, or like at least in my college career so far, where I'm like, wow, I really don't like college. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Do I even belong here? Like, what's the point of doing all this? And like, it's just so difficult because like I was talking about it with my friends yesterday, but like, you know, like people we know who may not be going to college, and like for us it wasn't even like a question. It was just like something we knew was going to be the next step for us. Like, it was like expected to be the next step. Like, I didn't really see myself doing anything else right after high school other than going to college, because like, what else would I do with my life? But like, and like, I rant about not liking college and whatnot, but I really do like it here, guys, which I guess is incredibly contradictory with everything I just said, but I'm very, very happy to be here. Like, there's like some really cool events going on. Well, for this weekend, I'm not attending because I already watched it, but like this Sunday, we get like, you know, free trips to the movies, and they're watching Jurassic World Rebirth, which I actually watched twice. I think. Oh my goodness. That was one thing I wanted to talk about. Okay. Alright. College rant is a bit over. Now I want to rant about Twice, because guess who's seeing Twice in real life? Me! Oh my gosh. I can't, like that was actually one of the main topic I wanted to talk about when doing the next episode of Ruth Rambles. And I guess I got a bit carried away with like, you know, assignments and all that. But I got tickets to see Twice in the World Part 2 leg, and I'm so excited. Like, I genuinely can't believe I'm gonna be seeing them. Like I first discovered them when I was like 12. I'm 19 now, so it's been like, what, 7 years? Like, genuinely, like, they were just people, quotation marks, characters on the screen I would watch, like famous people, or like anyone, like even my favorite YouTubers, like, or like actors, actresses, like they don't really seem real to me because I haven't met them in person. Like I never in my entire life would I actually like have I actually thought I would genuinely see Twice in person. And now I have the opportunity to do so, and you're telling me I'm going to be seeing these people who I've been watching for years on the screen, listening to their voices digitally and physically through my CD collection. I'll have to show an update of that another time. But, like, you're telling me I'm going to be seeing you people in real life? Even though, like, okay, this is a new term I recently had to, like I've been hearing, but, like, I had to search up myself to actually get it. But nosebleeds, like, in the back of the seating arrangement area. So, yeah, I'm in the nosebleeds, I believe, if I'm getting that term correctly. And so I probably won't be getting the best view of them, but, like, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be in person. I'm gonna see them in person. And so I've been listening to, their top hits, and, like, I'm gonna have to listen to their entire discography. You know what I mean. Like, I started to do that, but then I didn't really, continue on. And so now that I'm actually going to be seeing them, I really hope they all stay healthy and whatnot. And they're hitting their 10 years so soon, like October 20th. That is insane. Like, when I post this video, it is going to be the 25th, I believe. And so they will already have hit their 10 years. Also, apologies for my stuttering. I do stutter a lot, especially when I'm talking really fast. It's something I should probably work on, but it's a ramble, so honestly, who cares? Honestly. Oh, I'm gonna have to touch on another thing. Hopefully I remember, but keyword cringe. And so, anyways, Twice, they're hitting their 10 years, or as this video is posted, they've already hit their 10 years, which I think is so lovely. Like, all 9 members staying together. There have been so many, up and downs, the peaks, like the peaks of being so popular, but then like the lows of like being so popular and overworked, and like their injuries, hiatuses, problems, scandals, haters. But like they continue to do so. They're just artists passionate about who they are. They're like perfect. I haven't been able to bring myself to watch 16, which is the survival reality show which formed Twice, because like I have seen clips, I've heard tidbits about it from over the years. I genuinely don't know if I can like sit down and watch it, because I've heard supposedly like the members themselves, I think Momo specifically has like blocked out memories from it, like it's like, because like that stuff can be super traumatizing and whatnot, which like very admirable, and kudos to those who like who go through it. Like everything's just so tough in life. Like, okay, bit back to the college thing, but like I feel like with any sort of degree, all sorts of degrees, I guess, like there's just that thing of like, oh, this field is super competitive, you won't find a job. Like at work, I was talking, I was being inquired about myself, and like they were asking like, oh, what do you major in? Yeah, and I was like, oh, digital media production. And like some people had like, very like positive reactions. They're like, wow, what, that sounds so cool. And then there are other people, like this one dude, he was like, oh, my son majored in that and he didn't get a job. He went into nursing instead and got a nice job. Or he went into computer science or something and got a nice job. But overall, the overall message is that he didn't get a job with the degree I am majoring in, and so why would you even say that? Why? Like, I was talking to my other friend earlier, like how another person had told how, like, she wouldn't be able to get a good job with the degree she's majoring in, or the major she's majoring in. Like, what? Like, what's the point of anything then? What is the point of majoring in anything? What's the point of going to college? What's just like, I'm just going through another little, like, crisis of, like, anything. Well. Anyways, there is a point of going to the Twice concert because it makes me happy, and I guess, like, overall, I guess, like, you know, you gotta do what makes you happy, and, like, I am happy. There's just so many moments throughout life, throughout the day, that just, like, you know, take the mood down. And, like, there's this quote I read. Okay, this isn't gonna be exactly what it is, but it's mainly the gist, where, like, if you had $52,680 and someone stole, like, $100, would you let that ruin your $52,820, or, like, the $52,180 left? And, like, the obvious answer is, like, no, dude, because you still have the $52,180 left. And so people, like, you know, akin that to, like, seconds of the day. Please correct me about the actual quote, because that's definitely probably not right. If so, my memory would be peak. But yeah, and I guess, like, it's just, there are, like the day is good. The day is good. Or, like, the day is daying, and then the day has, like, good and bad in it all. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've been cooped up in my room for too long today. I should have probably gone out more, but I was just so tired, and the class I like TA for didn't have a class today, so I was personally living it up. Like, another problem I've been having lately is my napping. My napping has been, well, lately, as in today and yesterday, I tried taking naps both days, and, like, I was able to, like, kind of fall asleep for, like, 20 minutes, but then I'd wake up and I would just be laying in bed, and, like, I would go on my phone and I'd scroll, which, another problem again, I'm scrolling again, and, like, I'm probably gonna have my friend put, like, an hour time limit on Instagram again, even though, dang, I really did enjoy my freedom with Instagram, but I'll have to get to that. I'll probably do that after this video, unless I chicken out and I'm like, no, I want my Instagram time. Even though it brings absolutely, okay, maybe not zero substance, but like pretty much absolutely zero substance to my life. Like, what am I even doing? And, like, thing is, I usually like being mysterious on my profile, like, you know, zero posts. Even though I do post, but then I typically unarchive them. And, like, you know, pretty standard bio. But then, like, last night I decided, I want a bit of more of an online presence. And so then I unarchived one of my Instagram posts. And, yeah, I don't even know. Because, like, I will admit, I do like looking at people's Instagram profiles and, like, wow, that's cool how you curated this online social media presence of yourself. That is so wicked of you. Wicked Part 2 is coming out this November. And I think it's also this November, but Stranger Things Season 5, the final season, is coming out. Which reminded me, Alice in Borderland Season 3, their final season, I was not the biggest fan of. I will admit, I didn't really pay that much attention, but, like, at the same time, I don't know, man. I just feel like I wish we had more, okay, spoilers, but I wish we had more, like, screen time of, like, the OG characters. Like, I kinda, my apologies for forgetting their names, but, like, Kurina and Chisaya, I think those two, that little duo right there, love them. And we only got the like a minute of screen time with them at the very end. That is absolute bull crap. Like, what? And like, obviously, like, Anne was there, but like, Anne could have done so much more. And like, we were introduced to these new characters, and like, maybe it was my fault for not really paying that much attention, but like, I wasn't really attached that much to these characters, the new ones, and like, the main characters, okay, Usagi and Arisu, yeah, or maybe is Usagi, or, yeah, but you know who I mean if you watched, but like, Arisu and Usagi, like, I love that they got together and that they're married. Oh, they're so cute. I shipped them, like, from the beginning, like, I really like their dynamic in seasons 1 and 2, which I find it really fascinating how, like, I feel like season 1 and 2 were, like, peak, you know, high up, and then, like, you know, because, like, that's where the manga ended, and, you know, they followed along the manga, and then the producers, maybe the Netflix producers, whoever produced it, decided to, you know, go along and make their own storyline and create a season 3, even though there really doesn't need to be a season 3. And I really, there are like the similarities that I could ache in and like find in Squid Game. The baby, the plot of the baby, which pretty much like the baby being a character, like that is the copy and paste of the plot from Squid Games. But like, I'm sure like Alice in Borderland storyline was in development at the same time or even before Squid Game season 3. It was season 3. Yeah. Wow, that's so interesting. They both had season 3s and they both are very dear series to my heart. Wow. I may like, you know, dog on Alice in Borderland season 3, but like overall, I am glad to have more content, I guess, even though I don't know if the content was necessary. And I was scrolling through Reddit posts because I love looking through Reddit posts of it all, you know, reviews of everything and anything. And it's like crazy how like they're like setting it up for an Americanized, westernized adaptation, just like with Squid Game. But like for Alice in Borderland, like they're setting it up, and like, why are you doing that? It's fine to stay. Okay. Well, maybe this is my own opinion, but I feel like it's fine to like, you know, have your own little thing. And you don't have to adapt everything into Western culture or whatnot. But yeah, anyways, Alice in Borderland season 3, I did. There was this really one beautiful scene. Once again, spoilers. But like, when Usagi and Arisu were separated in the Borderlands and they had to go through their own little games. But then like we focus on Usagi. I think it was episode 3. I think. Where like they're on the train, the bullet train game, and like she's with the guy in the wheelchair and everyone else, and like she's just trying to survive, and then like they jump onto another train to survive because like she made the wrong call with the gas mask and stuff, which like I was really surprised they actually like made it like put them in that situation like the writers did, putting them in that situation where like they can actually die. And I was like, shoot, that was really cool, because I wasn't feeling nervous about the game at all, because I was like, oh, she's the main character, she's gonna survive. But then like they had to do that cool thing where they jumped from one train to the other train to survive, and I was like, wow, that was actually really cool. But then like when that happened, then like that train became, you know, like originally they jumped from the other train to become parallel with it, and then I guess another train popped up and like it was like parallel-ish, and like so the doors were open, and then like people were on like the ground laying down, like Usagi I think was just on the ground. I think she was also like hugging the guy who was in the wheelchair, which like I found the vibes between them so weird, and like just like Arisu's jealousy justifiable, because what the heck was all of that, Usagi? Like what the heck? But like the scene of like Usagi like, you know, looking out in the train, and then Arisu like taking off his mask, and like the world just became silent. Absolute goosebumps, got chills all over me, because that was beautiful. Like, you can't tell me that wasn't beautiful, because like oh my, like it makes me think of the edits to Party For You on Instagram Reels, but yeah, like that profound feeling, like wow, like I was actually really, like I do appreciate this series a lot. And like when Arisu like slowly looks and they make eye contact, and like that realization dawning on him, and the realization dawning on Usagi, chef's kiss right there. That was beautiful. I actually replayed it a couple times. Yeah, I don't know, like that was some really good stuff. I don't even know how we got onto the topic of Alice in Borderland season 3. I guess like what else have I been doing with my life? I mean, like I've gone out to eat a couple times too lately, and whew, let me tell you, I had these really good fish tacos, and I absolutely ate that up. And then I also went out to another place, you know, had some yaki udon and fried rice. That was good. I'm still pescatarian, but I'll probably stop being pescatarian once it hits Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be visiting my brother for Thanksgiving. Super excited for that. I'm really, honestly, I have a lot of things to look forward to. I should look more forward, I guess. And like there's even like a tattoo, like a tattoo design that I'm kind of eyeing, like for a while now. For a couple months I've been thinking I want like a sun tattoo right here, which I think, you know, is cool, pretty simple, but I think I may have to wait on that a couple years. We'll see where I end up. Actually, one thing I found really cool as well was when I was on YouTube, I saw that Mr. Beast had like his video to himself 10 years from now, and I thought that was cool, and I was like, oh, I ought to do that. So I might be doing that after this video, or I'll be like, hi, me in 10 years, do I have 1 million subscribers? Is the world still, you know, running, does America still run on Duncan? All that stuff, I guess. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I want a sun tattoo here possibly, or like maybe a cooler, like longer, like sun tattoo, but then like there's like a little cool quote, which I think the quote I'm gonna write may not be this exactly, but it's like, the sun rises every day, so that means every day. The sun, like something along these lines, the sun rises, still rises, and so every day is a chance for something good. It's something really along those lines, and it's, I actually got that quote from something I read, like a bit ago, and I took a screenshot of it, and like it was still in my screenshots, and I shared it with a friend, and that friend shared me like 2 really beautiful photos of like the sun peeking out through like a flower, but like the sun was like covering the flower, so it genuinely looked like a sunflower. Sunflowers are beautiful, but like it was really beautiful, like just the sun peeking out, and like another one of like the sun peeking out through the leaves, and like there's like this Japanese word for like the sun peeking out through like the leaves down below and whatnot, and I don't know, I guess there's a lot of beautiful things in life. There are a lot of beautiful things in life. Wow. There are a lot of beautiful things in life. This is great. I mean, I oughta reconsider everything again. I don't know, I just, so many things to do, things to tackle, homework assignments that I stare at and I don't even do, videos to edit. Gotta get back on my grind, because I have a gaming channel called Ruth Gaming, kind of slacked off a bit, and so I gotta get back on that. I'm not gonna lie, I thought about like just disappearing from YouTube for a bit, or like not even for a bit, just like, I don't know, just like not uploading anymore, like not doing the once a week thing anymore, and like it was a good thing I had like a couple videos to fall back on, because for a while I wasn't recording anything, but like now I'm back on my stuff, because like I'm not gonna lie, the last thing I recorded, like that wasn't the Taylor Swift video, but like it was like a month ago, beforehand, I don't know, but like it just had to say like I didn't really record anything for a while, and now I have to relearn how to format OBS Studio and get my mic and re-record games again and all that stuff. But yeah, I ought to go to sleep. I hear someone rumbling in the common room over there, and yeah, got an early day tomorrow. Gonna go on a little run. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to another Ruth Rambles. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and peace out.